seeing if they're bringing in any pollen. Do a little count. Oh, another hive here too. We'll keep an eye on that one as well. You can watch this one and I'll watch the other one. One with orange pollen, 2 orange pollen, 4, 5. Fucking flies. Hey, I rhymed. Flies are thicky. They're just everywhere. If you look on your back, there's probably 50 at any one time. They're just nasty. If you're going to come to Australia, you've got to be prepared for flies. We've got an ant here, a black ant running away with a bee. He's got himself a meal. Here he comes. Is he fresh, bud? Go back to the bees. This is the rescue hive out of a wall. Pretty calm bees. It's, nice carnelian queen, if I can remember rightly. Nice dark, she's got a bit of a red abdomen. Another pollen there, bright orange. Another pollen there, bright orange. Occasionally one that's really big, you can see her abdomen swollen, they've just got that much nectar on board. Or she's a water cart, she runs to the water and comes back. They're usually a little bit bigger, and you can see through them more with the sunlight on them because they're expanded. But they can carry a fair weight. It takes them a fair bit of energy to get up and going, and sometimes they come in a bit hot and hit the front of the box and fall to the ground. Alright, it's a bit late in the afternoon, but we'll have a quick look. Take off the M-lock, got plastic on the inside, a few ants in the lid, but bees on every frame. And last time we looked at this hive, they still have one frame to draw out. Alright, calm down, ladies. Yeah, righto. It is a bit late in the afternoon. Really shouldn't be opening them up, but just want to see what they're doing. These girls should calm down in a second and go back inside. Will not be much of a threat. So hello, ladies. Sitting up there looking at you. They're probably building wax off of the wall. I don't want to do that, so we'll pull that frame out tomorrow, not today, because they're starting to get shitty. But, they're getting plenty here at the moment. So we'll leave them as they are. I put some pollen out for them the other day. Into just doing the box, they'll find it. What are these girls doing? They still had one comb to draw out the other day. Just a little peekaboo in there. Yeah, they're not doing much on that side. It's pretty cool how they sit up the edge of the frame and look at you. That one's had a bit of pollen on the back legs. Hello bees. Hello ladies. I'd like to capture some prophylaxis where the bees feed each other or give each other a drink. That'd be pretty cool. This one's grooming the other one. A touch antenna to say speak to each other, I guess you'd call it. That's how they talk with the antenna. Communicate would be the word I'm looking for. Not many bees in there on that side. We're pushing up the plastic. They built a little bit of burr comb so they got plenty of room. It just stops them sticking the lid to the top of the box. That's bloody annoying. You go to try and take the lid off and it's got all the frame, every single frame has been waxed to the lid and you can't get them out. It's just a fucking nightmare. So always use an inner cover. Insulate them if you can. You can see here I use a lid. It's actually a base as a lid. So it's another entry point for them. That's an excluder on there, so foragers can come and go from the top. You'll also have a set of guard bees in so the guard bee is just inside the door there, so anyone not welcome, they'll be pushed out. It smells like honey here, I'll tell you what. There's a sweet smell in the air. I like to know what they're bringing in. Try and see if we can see a flight path and see which way they're going. The bees orient to the sun, and you'll have a set of scout bees that come in and they do the waggle dance inside the hive to get the attention of other bees, and they do a dance on the comb that signals in correlation with where the sun is in the sky at that point of time, and then the bees that have got the message will go out and look for the source. Sometimes the scout bee will pass off some of the nectar or pollen or whatever it's got on board to indicate to the bees what they're looking for, and it also would have left a pheromone on the actual plant itself, and some on the way back as well, generally. And it's just like a tracking system for the bees to find. We'll try and play some of this in slow motion for you, and the bees fly around 25 k's an hour, so, or whatever that is in American. I think it might be 13 miles an hour or something like that. Don't quote me on it. I don't do whatever that system is. It's metric for us. So I can slow it down to 1/10 of the speed of the app that I use to edit. We might be able to get some groovy shots. It's probably nearly 7 o'clock at night, or evening now. It's fairly late still. Sun's still out for another half an hour. It's not the typical time you want to be coming into your yard. Midday, in the middle of the day when all the bees are out, would be a good idea. A lot of the foragers are defensive of their hive when they're inside the hive, but young nurse bees, you can play with them all day. Yeah, so I filled this up yesterday, day before. That had the ultra bee right there. Just put a little bit out for this yard. These girls have pushed up the plastic as well, a little bit of bird comb. There's some comb drawn out. There's a box of stickies put on, so they're cleaning the comb back up. And they got the centre one starting to cap off by the look of it. They'll work it from the centre outwards with the capping of the honey. Some strains of bees will only work on one frame at a time. The Carnica strain. But I don't keep many Carnicas. They're too hard to keep here at them. There's not enough hybridising of them to climate to us. But the Carniolans do well, and the Italians do pretty well. This is homemade pollen tub, and as you can see, they pretty well like it.